All right, Pisces, let's see what's coming in that you do not see. So as I went to go grab this deck, I accidentally grabbed 2 cards that's not a part of this deck. Something's growing. Something's growing. If you've been, I feel like this could be, I almost said your reputation. Almost said your reputation is growing. So what I was going to say before that come to my mind was that some of you, your financial security, your financial status could be growing. This could be your recognition at work when it comes to your career. I don't know why, but I'm seeing an office. I'm seeing people that work in an office, and I'm seeing chatter around the office around one person's reputation. How they're stable, they're consistent, they're secure. There could be talk around how you should get a promotion or you should get some sort of title or status in your career that you've worked hard for. Nonetheless, I'm seeing growth when it comes to your money, your career, or your family life. 10 of Pentacles usually is financial. So here coming up, you're going to either notice a growth in your money, so you're going to start making more money. This could be you going and applying for a job and being logical. So let's say you go in and they're like, okay, listen, we're going to pay between $35,000 and $50,000 for this career. You get to tell us how much you want. Realistically, maybe you've been out of college for 2 years, and for the past 2 years, you've always went in and you've lowballed yourself. You're like, you know what? I just graduated, so 35's fine. Beggars can't be choosers. That could have been your mindset. But I'm seeing that if you're going to apply for other jobs, or let's say you're going in for your yearly review and there's a negotiation process here, I'm seeing that you're going to go in with a lot more of like a growth mindset. Okay, let's be logical though. I'm an asset. Okay, that's what I'm seeing with you. It's like, I know what I bring to the table. Don't be, I ain't scared to eat alone. So you're going to go in and you might even ask for more than what you think you're going to get. Okay, yeah, I know you're hiring and you said between $35,000 and $50,000, almost said 500, $50,000. I want my salary to be $50,000. That could be your energy. And you might be shocked that you're actually going to get exactly what you've asked for. Because with the Empress here, I'm getting an energy of like asking you shall receive, but we can't give it to you if you don't think that you're worth it. So a lot of you here coming up, you're going to have a lot more of like a logical approach when it comes to career. Some of you, if you're in college or anything like that, you might be changing your major or changing your courses or your classes to better suit financial wealth. So this could be you getting a logical mindset around the fact that, okay, the degree I've been going for logically, I'm never going to be able to pay off the student loans for that to be a smart choice. I thought that I would just come back to school after I took a few years off and I was going to go all the way. But instead, I'm just going to go ahead and go all the way. I'm just going to go ahead and go all the way. I'm not even going to take a few years off. And doing that logically, it could bring in a lot more money for you. But for some of you, it could even take maybe 10 weeks or 10 months off your college courses because you were willing to pack your workload full. You were willing to see, okay, how can I grow? Now, an example would be if this is college again, sometimes when you go to college and then you take some time off and you go back, you have to do the same courses over again if your credits expired, or if you move from school to school, your credits don't always move with you. So for some of you, you might be finding out, okay, I thought that made sense, but now I'm going to do this instead because I might not have to take the same courses over again because I'm not taking a break. I'm not even going to move colleges this time around because I don't want to take this class twice. I'm just going to go ahead and finish it in this state. I'm going to stay here one more year, and then I don't even have to worry about it. And then when you finally do move, yeah, it might be a year later, you done had a job lined up, but now you can't take it because you decided to finish college where you're at. When you finally are able to do what you wanted to do, but you really had growth in your mind, it's like, boom, it's going to come and you're going to be fucking shocked. Okay, not only did I do the legwork behind the scenes, I did it with growth in my mind. So here I am. It's growing and it's growing and it's growing. And look at this. I'm 1 year out of college. I would have made $35,000 if I would have came last year, but now that I didn't, I'm making $60,000 because I went ahead and finished that college course. That's what I'm saying here. Now, it doesn't always have to be college. Again, this could be you going in and like negotiating what you want when it comes to your financial security and your career, your job. Some of you, this could be finding another job and deciding the kind of finances you want there. If you go and you have a interview with a feminine energy. So let's say that you're going into a job interview and the person interviewing you, or the person who's got the final choice on whether or not you can be hired, is a feminine. I'm saying that feminine might even see you through eyes you don't see yourself. So what do I mean by that? This could be a boss who's like, okay, we would love to hire you. How much would you like to make? What does your schedule look like? And you might give them a certain criteria. But when this boss looks at you, this boss sees something different. It's like when this boss looks at you, they're like, yeah, you might work at the front desk, but I'm seeing manager material, baby. Okay? So they might pay you more than what you wanted to be paid. They might give you a better schedule than what you needed, because in their mind, I'm trying to get on your good side because you don't know it. But baby, I'm trying to take you to the top. That's what I'm saying. It's like you might end up getting hired by someone who's going to really have a soft spot for you, who's going to be the kind of person where behind closed doors, they're going to fight for you. No, I think he or she should make this much because I think they're worth it. You guys are underestimating them, but you know, the other days when the computers went down and nobody knew how to fix it, guess who come in and guess who fixed it? They did. That's what I'm saying. It's like you've got a silent cheerleader. That's what I'm saying. I just heard, I see myself in you. So this could again be a boss or someone who sees themselves in you. This could be a friend who sees you as someone who's financially secure, financially stable, financially abundant. This could be someone who sees you as someone that's constantly growing. This could be someone who's really sad and disappointed over their current life. So this could be someone who, again, might see themselves in you, but that could also disappoint them. So for some of you, you've got a family member or a friend or an acquaintance that is like a cheerleader for you, but it's also kind of bittersweet. I see myself in you, but you also show me where I went wrong. What do I mean by that? Well, sometimes when we're in our 50s or 60s or 70s, we'll look back and we'll say, you know, I wish I would have made my marriage a priority. I wish I would have been a career-oriented man or woman. There's always the I wish I would have. So for this person, when they look at you, they see you as someone who you're always growing. Every time you come around, something has flourished in your life. You're always exploring. You're financially abundant. You're stable. You're courageous. You're kind. You're blunt when they need you to be blunt. But that could also make this person see where they feel that they have failed. Yeah, I love being married with children, but I wish I would have taken my career a little more serious. Yeah, I love being a business owner, but I wish I would have given my marriage everything instead of saying, fuck it, I can work on my job and fuck you, you can go. It's like you've got someone remembering where they went wrong. You've got someone remembering the things that they wish they would have tried. I wish I wouldn't have wasted my 50 years trying to make everyone happy. I wish I would have went and explored the world. I wish I would have went after my own happiness. This could be a family member who's starting to realize that they've lived for everyone else and never lived for their own self. And you could be a niece, a nephew, you could be a child, you could be a sister or a brother to them, and they see you as someone who you're about growth. If I don't want to do it, I ain't doing it. If I want to explore the world, I will. If I want to start a business and make it successful, I will. If it also goes bankrupt, it is what it is. But you could also show this person where they didn't go after their own happiness. And that could be one of their biggest regrets. And it could be something that they don't tell people about. It could be something that they keep close to their chest, is that they're not satisfied with the way that their life turned out because they wish that they would have approached life with a growth mindset. Here's an example. You know the people that you meet who are business owners and they've got children and they've got hobbies and they're in clubs and they're always on vacation. In your mind, you might think, how do you do it all? How are you a parent and you run a business and every Wednesday you're out rollerblading and you have a book club on Thursday and you pick up the kids from school every single day and you cook them dinner and you put them in bed? And in our mind, it's like, oh my God, you're nothing but growth. You see everything as a challenge. You see everything as something that needs to be explored. That's how this person views you. You make them feel that they're not worth a damn. You make them feel like they don't do enough. You make them see where they haven't been showing up, where they've been making excuses, where they haven't been chasing their own happiness. This is the kind of person where they go, I've always wanted to do that. And you're the kind of person where you go, oh, you've never done that? Oh, well, I'll send you the link. Hey, we're going next week if you want to go. I mean, we go all the time. I can't believe you've never been. Girl, it's cheap. You should go. That's what I'm saying here. And I think it could be hitting like a raw spot because, again, they see themselves in you, which means if you're capable of doing it, what? They're capable of doing it. Every single one of us is capable of being a business owner. It's whether or not we want to do it. Every single one of us is capable of having a child, whether it's between adoption, surrogacy, whether it's between adoption, actually having the baby yourself, having a surrogate. There are endless options. That's what I'm saying here. What else do you need to know? I see some sort of communication coming in here in your near future, possibly from a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Could be someone who's wanting to offer you some sense of emotion. They could be reaching out to you almost impulsively. They're going to tell you that they have some sense of disappointment, sadness, or regret. Give me more. What do you need to know? If this is you, be careful of taking some sort of impulsive action here in your near future financially and it not working out. What do I mean by that? This could be putting money in something and not insuring it and then wishing you would have insured it. This is planning a last minute vacation and not, okay, so what am I thinking about? Be careful of pouring your money into something and it not being insured and you thinking you can lose it when you can't. Example would be, this would be like taking a vacation but not exploring the weather. So if you're going to take a cruise, realistically, you don't want to go through hurricane season because your cruise might be canceled. And not all cruises that cancel will give you your money back. Sometimes they keep your money and go, no, you're going to reschedule. So unless you're able to lose that coin, lose that dime, maybe let's not spend it. Let's make sure that we're insuring our trip or our plans so that way if it does fall through, okay, I want my fucking refund. Or put it on a credit card. Always put things like that on a credit card because you can dispute the charge. I am seeing that here though. This could be traveling impulsively. And let's say you decided you wanted to travel impulsively to see family that lives out of town. You might get there and them not be home. You might get there and go, okay, hey, we're here. We wanted to surprise you. We're not in town. So be careful of that. Be careful of pouring something. I feel like it's finances. I feel like you might pour yourself financially into something and it might not work out the way that you want it to. And Spirit's telling you to ensure anything that you pour yourself into financially. So if this is renting a car, unless you have it on your credit card to where they will cover any problems, damages, issues, or anything like that, get the car insured. Make sure you have your butt insured. Now, for a lot of you, this is a person. And that's the reason you can't see it, is because what you don't know is that someone here is really disappointed around the fact that they want to give something to you and they could feel like it's not enough. Give me this energy. Yeah, this person's been thinking about sending you some sort of message. I want a chance with you. They could be feeling angry. This could be someone who wanted some sense of freedom from you. They could have felt like you put a lot of pressure on them as an individual. This could be a child who is either moving out or who has moved out, and it's not as much fun as they thought it was, if I'm gonna be honest with you. They're disappointed. It ain't fun. Okay, this could be the kid who's been in college for a few months and it ain't that fun. Why? Because they have to clean their room. Why? Because they're having to manage their own money and they're realizing how much money they spend. Someone here did want freedom from you, okay? And I think you could have picked up on that, because with the Four of Pentacles, that's an energy of like, I'm going to keep things close to my chest. We can feel when someone's being stingy with their time, their energy, their money, their affection, their words, their love. You can tell when someone's being stingy. And for some of you, this is either a friend or a lover that was being stingy. So you could have placed a boundary with them. And I'm saying that this person could be really disappointed. They could be thinking about reaching out to you. I'm definitely seeing some sort of drama here with this person and someone shutting down. I'm trying to resist you. So someone here is trying to resist you. What you don't know is that someone is trying to resist you. I see that they could impulsively end up reaching out to you, wanting to give you some sort of gift. What kind of gift do they want to give you? Something you can count on. It's going to come in divine timing. So what's going to happen is this person's going to end up breaking under the pressure. There's going to be so much desire and passion, they're not going to be able to hold themselves back anymore. Why are they coming towards you? Because they want to take a leap or take a risk. The leap or risks looks like them doing self-reflection around what they want and what is best for them, and they're ready to walk towards success and victory. So do you know what I'm getting? For some of you, it's an energy of what I think I want, I don't actually want. So this is someone who wanted freedom. Well, they've got freedom. And now they're doing reflection around the fact that they're having to fight some sort of desire and passion that they have, and that they want to take a leap. And they're doing reflection around the fact that they want to take a leap and that they want to walk towards something that they feel would be successful, that they see would be victorious. Now, again, at one point, they didn't see this as necessarily something that would be successful and victorious. So someone here is having a change of heart. You could be something that they can't quit thinking about. This could be someone that you've walked away from, something you've walked away from. If this is like someone hiring you, I don't know why, but I'm seeing someone hiring someone for like a photo shoot, a modeling agency. And it's a little bit of like, yeah, act like I'm not good for this position. Act like I ain't what you asked for. That's fine. But then they call back and they're trying to like renegotiate. Okay, no. We want him to come back in. No. We're walking towards success and victory. You're right. That's exactly who we want on the front of our cover, on the front of our magazine. That's what I'm saying. Except this could be love. It could be a little bit of like, no, you want freedom, have your freedom. And now that they can't freely text you, or it's not an open door, that could be what's kind of bothering them. Yeah, not moving towards something that made them emotionally fulfilled. So are they going to change their mind? Because I see them doing reflection on this. I see them fighting you. I see a lot of desire. I see a lot of passion. I see a lot of lust. is saying that they'll come in divine timing and make it up to you, is what they're saying. But they're juggling if they're going to be able to do it, because they know that you're going to be defensive or guarded. They know that they've done experienced a side of you that they've shut down is what happened. And that could be the anxiety. Ooh, child. There could have been more than you involved. That could have been the reason that this was so complicated. That could have been the reason they wanted their freedom from you, is that they were unsure. This could be someone who has more than just you involved. You could have been emotionally forthcoming to them, but it could have kind of burdened them and stressed them out hearing your emotions, and it could have made you lose sleep at night because it was like, why are my emotions making you so uncomfortable? Red flag, that's what I'm saying. What you might not have known, though, is that this person was trying to either heal from someone else or was taking a break from someone else. So this could have been someone who already had something going on that you didn't know about. Or this is you. They wanted just you and them to keep it very like carefree, lighthearted, promiscuous type of energy. And when you started putting in the emotion, it made them uncomfortable. I am saying that whatever ended up changing or ending was fair. So if you walked away from them, that was fair. If this ended, that was fair. If this shifted, that was fair. That's what needed to happen for the perspective to shift. Without the ending, the change, the transformation, nothing would have ever changed. Again, what I'm saying is that whoever this is that wants to come towards you, if you wouldn't have set your boundary and said my boundary is non-negotiable, you guys would have gotten this very hot and cold push and pull cycle. Okay, well, we say that we're doing this, but we're back in that cycle and here we go again. And Spirit is saying, because you were willing to say, no, fuck this foundation, I'm changing it, I'm transforming it, and I'm going to be blunt with you. I don't care if I ever get this back, because the way this is working, it ain't for me. Having that sense of confidence allows it to come back differently, because you know without a shadow of a doubt that no matter if it comes back the way that it was before, you're not going to accept it because that's not what you want. And because you are so direct in what you're feeling, what you're thinking, it's getting you different results. So I do see that this person is going to show up differently. Now, if they did have someone else involved, I'm saying that them and that person are going to end up possibly having like a falling out. Yeah, it's either going to get boring or someone's going to get discontent with the other. So if this is someone that had you and another person, and let's say you were a lot more emotionally forthcoming, giving, vulnerable, and the other person they were messing with was like a play it cool kind of person, someone's going to end up getting bored or dissatisfied with that. Because I'm going to be honest with you. It's all fun and games for the man that you like or the woman you like to play it cool. But after some time, you ain't going to want them to play it cool no more. So that might be hot right off the bat, right out the front. But what's going to happen is either the other person they're messing with or the person that they're messing with, someone here is going to end up being like, nah, this ain't enough. And then that's going to end up separating as well. And then they're going to think back to the person that they loved communicating with. It was just so flirtatious. It was so much fun. And then they're going to think about taking impulsive action towards you. Now, whether or not you want to accept that impulsive action is up to you. I'm saying since you and this person have talked, you have grown a lot. Some of you have grown financially. Some of you have grown your boundaries as well. So not only have you become a lot more financially stable and abundant, you've become a lot more confident with your boundaries. You've gotten to a point where you were like, listen, my boundary don't need to make sense for you. Actually, you questioning it shows me that it's a good fucking boundary. That's where you're at. So that could be another reason this person's kind of like, oh, I don't know if I should come to you. Oh, I don't know. They have tried to reach out to you, but they never press send. Why? Because I want to pursue my own happiness. And your intuition could tell you that. Your intuition could tell you that this person needs this time to pursue what they see as their own happiness. But what's going to happen is they're not going to be satisfied. The Four of Cups is the energy of like, it's never enough. I'm not satisfied. This doesn't make me happy. Four of Pentacles on the bottom. Exactly. Wanting to reach out to someone that they used to know. Someone that they still see as a soulmate. Someone from their past. This could be someone you were in school with. This could be someone you used to date. This could be someone who sees you as a soulmate. I'm getting a lot of fours. So this could be someone that you used to be around for days, for weeks, for months, or maybe 4 years ago, just because it keeps coming up. I've got a lot of fours. Yeah, wanting to communicate that they want to possibly take you out and explore a new emotional beginning with you. For some of you, you're the person that they snuck away from because they were stuck. They felt stuck in a certain circumstance, or they felt stuck in their life. So it was easier for them to take themselves out of your life than for them to take themselves out of something else. Should you trust this person when they come back? Okay, so I am saying with the Five of Wands underneath that there could be differences. So there could need to be a clearing out of energy. Yeah. And as I just said that, Page of Cups, Temperance. No matter who this is, this person needs to give you an apology. And this person needs to explain why they did what they did, why they chose what they chose. Because without that, balance will not be possible. That's what I'm saying. So that's the clearing of energy. That makes sense why I've been sneezing the past 3-4 minutes. There needs to be clearing of energy out here. This person needs to come in and they need to be honest. This is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm thinking. This is why I did what I did. This is why I made the choices that I made. And here's the thing. You don't have to understand why somebody does what they do. You don't have to understand it. You don't have to even agree with it. But hearing the explanation will help you wrap your head around the logic that they had in that moment, even if it isn't logical. So whether or not you accept this person is up to you. The goal is for some sort of balance to take place, for something to be healed to the best of its ability. Now, this person does want you back, but that's up to you whether or not you want this person back. Because for some of you, this is someone who rejected you for someone else. And it's because they wanted to pursue their own happiness, and they did. But how does that make you feel? They might have went after someone who was maybe more attractive to them. Maybe someone who matched their energy, mirrored their energy. But do you now want them back? Yeah, they're telling you when this person comes in that you need to express your needs to them. That this person does want to reunite with you. That what you both feel for one another is the same. They might even want to discuss the past and how they felt for you then. I'm saying no matter what, that there was a lesson learned here. And for some of you, Spirit is telling you that when it comes to a commitment, you need to know your worth and that this person's not it. If this person did reject you and choose someone else, or if this person did want to keep their options open and didn't know that they wanted you until they explored every other option, know your worth and recognize that you deserve more. You deserve better. You deserve someone who doesn't feel the need to go taste every flavor of Coca-Cola before they decide what kind of Coca-Cola is their favorite. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Because they were unsure if they loved you. Now they know that it's you. Now they know that it's you. It's always been you. And Spirit is telling you that if you decide to be with this person, that you need to forgive them. But you also need to realize that this person could have the tendency to want to have control in the relationship. And whether or not you're okay with that's up to you. Yeah, not for you. Some of you are going to end up turning your back on this person. Because someone here has major fear of failure. Someone's favorite color could be blue. Someone here has major fear of failure. So when it comes to teamwork, they have the tendency to only care about themselves. So that's going to be up to you. Some of you What you don't know or what you don't see is that there is someone that has their eyes on you, and I'm going to just be blunt, they're a selfish lover, but they want to be back in your life. Now, a selfish lover doesn't always mean exactly how it sounds. It could, but a selfish lover just means it's about me. Me, myself, and I. Am I satisfied? Yep, that's all that matters. This could be someone who has a tendency to guard because they're scared of failure. What you need to know, this person's ego is taking over. They can't quit thinking of you. And they want to start over because they feel like there's unfinished business. That's not what I want. What do I want? I don't know. Give me one of these. I don't know. What do I want? See, that's interesting. What do I want? I don't know. What do I want? That's this person's energy. Wanting to rebuild a relationship. They want to be engaged to you, which is so fucking interesting to me. Spirit's telling you, for some of you, that if you're wanting a healthier choice in love, that this person's not it. Because this person does have the tendency to go through the same cycle. They either don't show their feelings or they pretend. They gaslight. And I'm seeing with this coming out to the side that you might not really have the best life if you decide to be with this person. Is the chemistry great? Sure. But when it comes to fully being happy, I don't know if you're going to be happy with this person because they take care of number one, which is them. And if they don't want to deal with an issue, if they don't want to deal with a conversation, they're not going to. They're a very selfish partner. If they're angry, they don't want to talk to you. If there's a conversation they don't want to have, they're not going to. This is the kind of person where, here's an example. When somebody texts me and says, hey, can we have a talk? I know what the fuck that means. I know that there's more than likely going to be something I don't want to fucking hear. But I'm going to say sure, because it doesn't matter how much I dodge it. I'm going to find it out anyways. So 9 times out of 10, I just want to go ahead and get the conversation over. But a lot of people's don't like that. A lot of people will act like they didn't get your phone call, act like they didn't see your text message. They'll be so busy for days and days that they didn't look at their phone. Bull fucking shit. You're a liar is what you are. That's because they're avoiding. They either don't want to hear it, they don't want to deal with it. Whatever it is, they're avoiding. There's only so much you can do with an avoidant. If you want to avoid it, that's up to you, but realistically, you can't grow healthy relationships avoiding everything. You can't. You're avoiding the inevitable. So I am saying that if you're not conscious, you might end up being with this person where you're not going to really be living your best life. You're not going to be living in the moment. You're not going to be able to go out with friends and have fun. With this coming out sideways, this could even be someone who's going to want you to not say yes to the things that make you excited. So if you decide to be with this person, maybe just recognize that this person, you might be what's good for them, but that don't mean that they're what's good for you. Okay? And just because let me give you an example. I had a friend a long time ago who had a teenage daughter. And her best friend, the little girl, her best friend, I didn't like her. And I even told my friend, I was like, I don't like that little girl. And she's like, yeah, I know, but I think my daughter's going to be a good influence on her. And I was like, no, baby girl, that's not how that works. We want that to be the truth, but 9 times out of 10, it isn't, oh, you're going to be a good influence on them. It's, oh, they're going to be a bad influence on you. Negative energy is a lot more heavy than positive. And within a few years, me and her both realized just how true that statement was, because it got bad. And I remember looking at her and telling her, do you remember when I said that that little girl wasn't going to be good? This is what I meant. Like drama, chaos, bickering, arguing, lying. She just was not taught to have certain values and morals. And that's fine, that's great, that's grand, but it's not something that I want my daughter around, much less hers. In that moment, she realized that no matter how great of a friend her daughter is, no matter how great her daughter's choices are, you can't always make others become who you are. Just because you're a good person doesn't mean they'll be a good person. Just because you make good choices doesn't mean they'll make good choices. That's what I'm saying here. Sometimes in life, we have to be willing to make healthier choices, and we have to recognize that we can't save others. So that's what I'm saying. And I think for some of you, if you decide to be with this person, because they want to come in and they want to be a team player for you, they want to work on this, they see you as a soulmate. And deep down, they know that you deserve better than what they can give, because they are going to restrict you. There are things about you that's going to have to be restricted to be with them. Because again, they have the tendency to not show how they truly feel. This could be the partner where they're like, yeah, you can go out, but then they start acting like an ass all night, and you're like, great, you're going to punish me for this, ain't you? No. Okay, gaslight me then. That's fine. That's what I'm seeing. And Spirit's saying, yeah, they might want to come in and work on it. And they might even be persistent in the fact that they want to work on it. But is this the kind of person that you want to be with? Is this the kind of relationship you want? Because you deserve to be happy. And you've been happier since you and this person's not dabbled. Why is that? That's what I'm saying. All right, leaving it here. Have a blessed day.